So let's review this LG 70-inch 70UH6350 TV. It's one of the TVs which you can get at a good price. The best thing I like is it supports LG Plus, which is lets your cell phone become a remote for the TV. The app is excellent, becomes a full-featured remote. You can control all throughout your TV using this app. You can even search content which which can be across Amazon, Netflix, and all the other Hulu that you have already subscribed to. It goes across all these contents and brings you what is available around these contents. So if you search for something like this particular thing, the solar, it tells you it's available in 3 providers, and you can pick the best price around it. So that's a very neat feature, and saves you time. Now, one other thing I want to show you is when you pick up, say, Amazon, and you're trying to play Amazon content or Netflix content. In this case, I'm showing Netflix actually. So you see, the Dolby Vision support is there on this TV, which is one of the very high-end models only carried. It makes the picture look ultra clear because of the dynamic. It's an enhanced version of HDR10. Now, Amazon supports HDR10 only. It doesn't support Dolby Vision. And when you play anything in HDR10 or Dolby Vision, the clarity is enhanced by doing a better contrast and better deep dark colors. And this is HDR10 is an open standard. Dolby Vision is the standard which was developed by Dolby. It is enhanced version of HDR10. But Amazon, most of the content you will find is HDR10, whereas on Netflix, most of the Ultra HD content stays Dolby Vision. As you can see here, Amazon started playing HDR10 content, which is going to bring the extra clarity in your picture. It's going to make the darks appear more darker and deeper darks. So it's going to really make your picture pop out. These two features, HDR10 and Dolby Vision, are kind of the Dolby version that it does to sound. It basically adds additional depth to your picture quality. As you can see, when it goes HDR10, you can see the picture mode switches to HDR, and you can tweak some of the settings on that. But the picture mode by default brings the additional dark, so you can tweak to your taste, but it's a special thing which will appear only when the content provider has encoded the content in HDR10. I bought the Ultra Chromecast to attach to this, and the only reason I feel we need it, because this TV is so fast, the only reason I need the Chromecast is to do the Google Photos, which is not supported on the TV, but you can get it through Google Chromecast, which is, once you put this on, each picture looks so clear on this TV because it brings the whole 16 megs clarity into your TV. The Google stores photos at 16 megs. The TV shows up to 8 megs, which is very clear compared to my old 1080p TV, which was just 2 megs. So the picture clarity really stands out, and I really like about it. So moment of truth whether this is RGB or RGBW. Okay, RGBW was basically replacing one of the pixel as white pixel, and that kind of drops a little bit of a clarity because the true color is created by RGB. So this TV, you can quickly take a picture and check each of the pixels. You can see every pixel is RGB. There's no W pixel, there's no white pixel. That means the clarity of this TV is full high-end clarity that you can get. Now, one other thing I want to show you is when you play Dolby Vision content, okay, it basically switches the mode to Dolby Vision. It brings the extra darks, like I was saying, similar to HDR10, but it's an enhanced version by Dolby. It's a licensed version. Most of the Samsung TVs don't even have Dolby Vision. LG, Vizio are probably the only two TVs which will have this option. It's a great option, and you can see you can do all sorts of settings changes in this TV as well. A couple of tips and tricks I would say is make sure your dynamic contrast is set, your dynamic color is set to medium. The color gamut should be moved to wide or extended, because this brings a larger variety of colors in your content, makes it much more clear for you to see. So make sure it's wide or extended. Super resolution, we can turn it to high, and gamma medium. This is my settings which I felt makes the picture really pop out, and I want to share with you so you can probably set it up, because out of the box these settings are not set. So noise reduction, make it low. Motion eye care, high. And LED local dimming, this is very critical, should be high. And the true motion, this is where you actually take care of your 240 motion rate. Make sure it's smooth or clear. This is out of the box, they don't set it, but when you set it, it will make your TV truly a high-end TV, because the features are out there. If you don't set it, you won't get it. So those are the picture options. You can apply to all inputs. That will just make your life easy, so you don't have to tweak it for every different input, these picture options. So that's something I would recommend as some of the settings that you can move to. In the general sections, there are a few things that I definitely recommend that you should turn up. One thing is the channel plus. When you turn it on, it gives you free channels over the air like Fox, Bloomberg. It's amazing set of channels that you can really set. Mobile TV on. This will make your your cell phone to act like a remote. Simple link CC, this is very critical. When you do this, it sets your receiver or companion CC device to turn on and off automatically. So those are some of the settings that I definitely recommend that you should set up. There's one other setting after this, which is the ultra deep color. You want to set in for each of your HDMI input. This will make the high-end content pop up on this HDMI input. So this is very critical. Every input of yours should have this to get the HDR10 or Dolby Vision content working at its best performance. One other quick thing I want to recommend is the accessibility. You can change the closed caption options. You can make it like really good looking if you change the type on the fonts, to make it font 6, and also you can make that the edge of the font to have a little bit of a depth, like emboss, or that way you can take out the background window altogether, and then it really stands out in doing so. So I would like to let you play there and set it up so you can make the fonts on the closed caption look awesome. One other thing I want to recommend is when you use this TV, you can press the top of your question mark on the top of your remote. It brings a user guide. It's a very well done user guide. It just shows all these details on your TV, each setting, what it means, what it stands for. Anything that I missed out, you can get those details right here on your TV. Press of a remote button on the top. Things that are of critical is the advanced controls, because this TV out of the box does not set everything for you. You got to set it, and it once you read it, will become very easy. Or if you follow the tips I shared earlier, you can go through it and make sure it tweaks to your taste. The critical ones I've already touched upon. This is where you can see the color gamut, which I talked about earlier, the gamma, what it does, and the LED local dimming. As you can see, this is the most critical one that you should set, and the true motion. Okay, again, I'm kind of showing you why these two are very, very critical. True motion is one of the most critical to bring the smooth motion while a fast action is playing. So set these options. I've tried to just put out something here that'll help you and enjoy the TV much better. So that's my summary of LG 70-inch. Hope you like it and enjoy.